been a pretty good year so far. The weather has really cooperated with us. It's been hasn't been too hot. The weather's been really nice. I mean, I call it good living weather. You know, it's very comfortable. The trees haven't been stressed at all. You know, we started off pretty wet during bloom, and we did have, you know, some adverse weather during bloom. We had some trees underwater, some flooding out here. But since then, man, it's really turned into a really nice spring. Walnuts are okay. You know, every day we go out here, they look a little bit better. You know, we kind of thought we had an off crop towards the, right after bloom, towards the beginning of the growing season. But it seems like every time we walk around, it looks a little bit better. They're sizing really well. The trees are lush, great canopy. You know, they love this weather. It's not too hot, so we're not getting any burn. Insect activity's been really low. Almonds, we have a pretty good crop. This will be the third year in a row that we're real happy with our crop. I do hear statewide that there are some spots that aren't as shiny, but I hear some spots that are loaded as well, and it's variety specific as well. But we're happy with our almond crop. The prunes, definitely an off year for the prunes, quantity-wise. But that's not necessarily a bad thing in prunes, because when we have a real heavy crop in prunes, we have to thin. We have to go in and shake the trees early, to try and get rid of some of the excess crop that we don't want, because there's way too many fruit per tree that the tree can't sustain that, so we won't size. So this year, we actually had a pretty good amount of prunes on the tree for not having to size, so we didn't have to go in and shake 1 acre. And we're pretty happy with what we're seeing so far. They're sizing really well, and again, the weather for prunes right now is absolutely ideal. Early on, we had, as I mentioned before, we had flooding and a lot of precipitation during bloom. Nothing really happened because of that. We do have a lot of, we are starting to see a lot of trunk diseases, cankers, from trees being underwater during bloom specifically. Those trees wake up underwater, they don't like it. So you're gonna have some issues there. But as far as the canopy goes, no diseases that have taken off yet. The trees all look really well. Insect-wise, it's been a real easy year so far. In walnuts specifically, at this point, we're starting to see a little bit more codling moth. This is the timing for codling moth, the 2A flight they call it, which is the one that can really hammer you. So we're getting ready to do a spray for that. But it hasn't been a terrible year. Mites haven't shown up here yet. They always do, but they haven't yet. So we're just kind of going along, waiting until we see a problem. We've got a lot of beneficials that are doing a great job in the field right now. They're doing the work for us for free. So we're making sure that we don't do anything in the field that'll hinder them.